wanted to do a video I know that high was really high pitched,
It
wasn't it?
was super high, but keep going. Hi. Well, hello.
Yeah. So today we wanted to do a video a little different than our other ones. We became minimalist. Scott has just hit his year mark a little while ago. Notice I said Scott. Mine came a little later.
Yep.
But we became minimalist in order to live a different lifestyle. And for us, we learned a lot over the time about it. We had a lot of people email us and ask us some questions, so we thought we'd kind of tackle that in this video since we've just hit a year.
So being that we hit a year, we decided to collectively put 5 things together that we think you should know if you're considering being a minimalist. And what's great about being a minimalist is it led us to other things. And what I mean by other things is we now live in an RV. Mm-hmm. We now travel the United States. Mm-hmm. And we are able to do that because we're not spending money on things that we don't use, need, or want. So it takes your life in a completely different direction if you so choose. So you can take our blueprint, by all means steal it, or join us on the road. Mm-hmm. Or if you don't want to do either one of those things, you want to keep consuming, that's okay too. We're really not pushing you in any direction. But here are 5 things that we learned in our first year of minimizing.
Minimalism. We did learn it's hard to say the word.
Well, say it 5 times fast.
Minimalism.
Okay, show off. Show off.
So number 1.
We
don't miss our things.
Nope.
This is something I didn't think was going to be true. I thought I was going to be able to list everything out that I had, all of my jewelry, everything that I gave up. And the thing I learned is I didn't give it up necessarily. Like, I have pieces of jewelry I love. This necklace my dad got me when he was in India when I was a kid, and it means so much to me, and I'd never get rid of it. These earrings were a gift from a dear friend of mine. So it's like, to me, the jewelry I wear has a sentimental value to me. Actually, today I'm wearing my Pandora bracelet, which has charms that all mean something to me. So to me, it's not about losing the things. It's about gaining experience and gaining joy in the items that I own.
Now, everything she has and everything I have are our favorite things.
They are.
Now, there's a difference. She values clothes a lot more than I do, but I value other things like the camera you're watching us from, or the computers that we use. So we value things differently, but we allow each other to have space within our own individual values, and we don't miss the things that we used to have.
No, it's really funny. You think you're gonna miss. I'm gonna miss that. I don't even think I could tell you what that is now.
No, and actually that gives me anxiety. So, number 2, our opinions on money have changed.
Yes. We were the typical American family with debt of student loan debt, car debt, house debt, credit card debt, and we kept trying to figure out how do you dig out of this debt.
And we tried, and then we tried.
Multiple things, multiple ways.
We do believe in the snowball method that is done by
Dave Ramsey.
We believe that's 100% the route to go if you want to be smart and intelligent about how you do it.
And that is one thing that we started to do once we took this step.
Yes. Now the thing is we realize when we buy less things and we consume less in general that we spend less money, and that money that we save goes towards experiences which are more valuable and debt. So the quote that I loved that we recently heard was, your stuff depreciates and your
experiences appreciate. And we actually heard that from Keep Your Daydream.
It was awesome. Number 3. What we value
is personal.
Number 3 is what we value is personal. Or value versus valuables. Okay?
Whatever.
Something I value is not something that Bethany values, and vice versa. So we need to allow each other to have room for our own values. So when we're in the store and I'm saying we don't need a 14th crochet hook, it's really more like a 3rd or 4th, but you get the exaggeration.
But they're all different sizes and they all do different things. And when I can articulate that and say, okay, I need a bigger one because I really want to make a blanket, and making a blanket out of a, tiny hook isn't going to really do us any good. But if I use a big hook, it's going to work.
I get it. I have to let it go.
And that brings value to me.
And that's the kind of things we keep. So we're not doing without. We're just being more deliberate about what we have, and we're keeping things that bring value to us as an individual and us as a family. Mm-hmm. So I think that's something that's a key component when you're married and you're doing the minimalist thing.
And when you have kids. Kids is a whole nother topic we'll go into another time. But, having a kid that lives in a minimalist family, it wasn't really their choice, but still allowing them to have their things that they need, but keeping it in wraps. But like I said, I could go on forever on
And
that.
to be fair, he had an easier time at minimalism than we did. He was like, oh, I get rid of those toys, but I have these toys. I'm good.
He really was a big part of the process, even at 3.
The number 4th. Why am I talking like this?
The number 4th.
The number 4th. The number 4 thing we learned. We're keeping the 4th?
We're keeping the 4th.
Okay. The number 4th. Ownership versus access. And this is something that I've just recently kind of stumbled into. We like movies.
We love movies.
We love movies. We love having movie time. We like to get blankets, cuddle up. We love music. We love books on tape because we drive a lot in our RV. And instead of buying the books on tape, instead of buying the movies, instead of buying the music, we've gotten access to it through a different share plan. Now you can count this as Uber, you can count this as iTunes, you can count this as
Apple
Netflix.
Music.
Yes, Apple Music, excuse me. But it basically, you don't have to own it. You don't have to have a physical CD in your house. You can have it in the cloud.
You need a big splash. No.
Okay, number 5, number 5th, number Cinco.
Cinco.
Is it Cinco?
Yes.
Okay. Not sinkhole.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
5th of May.
Yeah,
Cinco.
5th of May. Okay. Number 5 is downsizing is an ongoing process. We both had the misconception that once we downsized, once we sold our house, we were done. There was no more. But the funny thing happens. We travel around this planet and we accumulate more stuff. I don't even know how it happens.
And we don't even intend to. That's what's so funny.
No. And we're really deliberate about it too, and we still get more stuff. But every time we clean, and I'm talking more of the deep clean that you do as a family, like once every week or two.
Spring cleaning is what a lot of people call it, I think, the way we do it.
Yeah.
Because we live in such a small space.
It doesn't take a lot, yeah.
It doesn't take a lot.
So what happens is we find things and we start questioning each other on whether we need these things anymore because we don't use them. And that even goes for food.
Yes.
Like, we have things in our cabinet that we're like, are we really going to eat these, Oriental black bean casserole?
That's not something in the pantry. Maybe.
I just made up the most random thing I could think of.
Okay, well, if we find this weird
we
casserole,
were going to downsize it. It's getting rid of it.
We will donate it to a food bank if it's within time. We do try to donate as many objects that we have, so we'll give it to, Salvation Army, Goodwill, local charities. We also like to give to food banks if we have food that we realize we're not going to eat. But for us, it's all about, giving back and not. So, in doing this video, we really wanted to kind of give you some insight into what we learned over minimalism over the last year. It's really taught us a lot about who we are and about what we value and what's important to us. For us, it's family, it's time together, and it's about spending time doing the things that we love, whether that's just traveling or spending time in Bible study together or watching a movie. But for us, we've realized since we don't have as much stuff, we have more time for each other, and that's been so awesome for our family.
And frankly, it's just about getting the things out of the way so you can enjoy time with your family. That's all it really comes down to. It's a simple concept, but simple's not easy.
Simple's not always easy.
No. So, if you have questions, please write in the comments below. Please make sure you subscribe to FullTimeHumans.com, also our YouTube,
our Facebook, Twitter,
our
Instagram.
And we love you guys. Appreciate all the support.
We hope you learned something, and we hope we helped. Bye.
Bye.